Good day. This is a lecture on construction of electrical machines by M. Santosh Rana. There are different types of electrical machines: DC machines, AC machines. Under AC machines, we have single phase motors, three phase motors, and there are different types of three phase motors: induction motor and synchronous motor. The construction of all these machines are based on the electromagnetic principles. Once the construction of all these machines are learnt, there will be a slight confusion on which is present in the stator of a machine and rotor of a machine. This lecture gives you a clear consolidated information about how the construction of the different types of machines are done. So in this slide, you see that the construction of different electrical machines is easily depicted in a way it will be understandable. So if you see any machine, it has got two parts. One is called the stator, other one called the rotor. Stator is the stationary part of the machine, rotor is the rotating part of the machine. Let us first see this picture. It's a DC machine. In this DC machine, there is a stationary part which consists of electromagnetic poles. That is, they are not permanent magnets, but they have a core on which a winding is made and DC supply is given. So electromagnetic poles are present in the stationary part of a DC machine, while we give a DC supply to the winding which is present in the rotor. So DC machine has got both pole, electromagnetic pole, and a winding. And if you see, every machine has got a winding and a system to have a magnetic field. So then we go into the three-phase machines. The very widely used three-phase motor is squirrel cage induction motor. In the squirrel cage induction motor also, you have a stator and a rotor. The stationary part consists of three windings which are electrically apart by 120 degrees, and the rotor is a structure which has short circuited conductors. So squirrel cage induction motor has a three-phase winding in the stator and a short circuited rotor bars in the bars which are made up of copper. This slip ring induction motor is again a three-phase induction motor, and this induction motor has a structure similar, stator structure similar to that of a squirrel cage induction motor. That is, it has the stator three-phase winding. This three-phase winding can be either connected in star or delta, and the rotor, if you see, the difference is it has also three-phase winding, but the ends of the three phases are shorted. So the slip ring induction motor and the squirrel cage induction motors are three-phase motors. The stators are similar. The rotor structure alone is different. And if you go into the single-phase induction motor, this again is a motor which is an induction motor, but it should have only one phase in its stator. But if it has only one phase in the stator, it may not be able to generate a rotating magnetic field, which is the base for the rotation in the case of a squirrel cage or slip ring induction motor. The rotor is similar to that of a three-phase induction motor. It is mostly squirrel cage, and for enabling the working of a single-phase induction motor, normally instead of a single winding, there will be one more winding present in the stator, which is 90 degrees electrically apart. So a DC machine or a AC machine, it has a stator and the rotor. The construction is different based on the places where the windings or the conductors are kept. Then comes the synchronous machine. The synchronous machine is also a AC machine. The difference between synchronous and induction motor is that both are three-phase machines, but the only difference is this is a constant speed machine, whereas induction machine is a variable speed machine. The stator of a synchronous motor is similar to that of a squirrel cage induction motor or a slip ring induction motor. That is, it has a three-phase winding set apart by electrically apart by 120 degrees. But in the rotor, there is electromagnetic poles. That is, there is a pole structure for which there is a winding, and to that DC is given so that an electromagnet is formed. So this picture clarifies, gives in a nutshell the difference in the construction between different types of machines. In my future lectures, I would be giving you the operation of the electrical machines and the structure of some other machines, special machines like stepper motor or BLDC motor or servo motor. Thank you.